Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talk on the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we split him, he was just doing the distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His soul gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this harm her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't never if you ain't down to get it. Fuck it, Bob, if you ain't vibing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out. He ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Ah, get him. Bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. Ha, I'm Mary Jeans on my Louis V for the belt.
Hey everybody, how are you? Why is my phone sideways? Hold on, guys. My phone is not turning. Oh, there goes JJ. Hey Manita, how are you? For some reason, my phone isn't doing the auto turn thing. Hold on, guys. Oh, man. Oh, my God. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. Hold on, I'm trying to get... All right, there we go. Hopefully.
Everybody hear
there
me?
We go. Okay. Sorry because, touching my phone. There. How are you, JJ? Can you hear me? Oh, my God. Did I drop her? Oh, JJ. What the hell? All right. I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm live. Let me even see because, y'all already know, right? Cindy's a hot-ass mess. JJ, where is you, girl? Come back. Come back. Okay. All right, guys. Let me say hello to you guys and then, okay, you can hear me. Oh, no, wait. I sound terrible? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, guys. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. All right. There goes JJ again. Hey, why is my thing not going? Boop. Hey, JJ.
Hey, I don't know what the hell happened.
Hold on.
I'm
Something's
sitting
wrong.
here.
My AirPods are not connected to some shit.
I hear you, though.
I know I can hear you very low, but I can't hear you with my...
Do you guys hear her? Do you hear me?
I was muted. Sorry. Listen, Linda, listen. This is how you know this is the same freaking phone. This phone is still disrespectful as hell. The shit now. No, let me tell you. That's what I get. I went on Nikki's panel talking about ghosts. Now my phone is like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm gonna install a ghost in your phone. The fucking shit mutes on its own. Like, what the hell? What the fuck?
You get me,
mutes on its own.
Don't mess with the ghosts. They'll get your ass. Don't
Oh
mess
my
with the
God.
ghosts.
Okay, let me say hello. Oh my God, guys, I don't even know if my camera is positioned correctly. Listen, Linda, listen. I don't fucking know. Hello, guys. How are... Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Look at those eyes. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a bit much, but whatever. Cindy gotta overdo it. I can never just do simple. I was like, you already know. Anyway, okay.
We know.
No need to explain. Okay, so hey, Vera. Hey, Layla. Hey, JJ. How are you? Hey, Miranda, I hope you're okay. I know that you're going through some stuff, so if we could pray for Miranda, that would be great. Okay? I'm not gonna, tell her business, but okay. Wanda Steves, hey Mama. Adele, hey Beauty. Okay, Jim Jules, hey. Let's see. Jenny Lee, hey girl, how are you? Hey Kirsten, how are you, sweetie? I hope you're feeling okay. Thank you so much for even being here. Miranda, you too. Thank you, guys. Yeah, she said I'm anxious. I got bad news yesterday. She needs to have surgery again. So now I can say it because she said it. So I can say it. Yeah, so please let's pray for her. Yes.
You're gonna be good, Miranda. Good thoughts and prayers.
Yes. Hey, BBs, how are you, sweetie pie? Okay, let me make sure. Carmen, hey Carmencita, how are you? J
Hi,
Fit,
Carmen.
hey my girl. Okay, spitting bars on fucking Jim Jules and kick her ass one day. Uh, Patty Brunner, hey sweetie boy, there goes my girl. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody because I missed Jessa 2.0 last time, and I'm so sorry, guys. I suck. I miss people. I'm sorry about that. I thought somebody said hi to somebody. I don't see them. I thought somebody said hi to wait, because I know I saw it. I know I'm not bugging. Sorry guys, give me one segundo. Because I know I'm gonna miss it, and I knew I saw somebody say guess who, right? Okay, I knew I saw somebody say hello to guess who. Okay, so I don't see guess who in the chat, but hey, guess who? Peekaboo. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, nice to have you here. Okay, so before we start with the live, if anybody does want to come on panel, I will drop the link. The only thing is you have to show me, behind the scenes who you are, because we now have people that are using other people's avatars and names and pretending to be them to get up on panels. So I've seen that done quite a few times in the last couple of weeks. So somebody will just use somebody else's name and come on panel and be somebody else and say some stuff out of their mouth. So to avoid that, just if you don't like to show your face, you could just show me backstage, or just so that I could verify it's you and we good. Okay. Otherwise, no. Okay. So before we started, I just wanted to say you're so welcome, Miranda. Thank you. I appreciate you. Queen of O'Hara, hey sweetie pie. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so will you please stop saying I suck? That has so many meanings. Anyway, okay, I won't say it no more. Anyway, okay, so before we start the topic, I wanted to show you guys, because I didn't want to do a whole video showing my February box because it's already March and blah blah blah. So I just thought I'd show you guys really quickly what I got in my February base box. So, and all right, so you know that when I hit 500 in 4 years, JJ has a giveaway to give, right? But
Yes.
so I'm gonna be also adding some stuff to a giveaway here, so maybe we could do two winners. I thought, you know what I
Yay,
mean? We
two
do two winners. So
winners.
I'm gathering up stuff here because I did get a duplicate that I already had. So, okay. So I'm just going to show you guys really quickly what I got. First, I'm going to show you the duplicate because this will be going in a giveaway. It's the Ilamaske. Okay.
Yeah.
The Unveiled Artistry Palette. This is the new one. Okay. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to show you mine. Mine is right here. So look.
Oh.
See, this is the new one. This is Cindy's. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. This was an extra item because some of you may know I didn't get BoxyCharm for like 5 months. So for signing up again, they gave me an extra free palette. And sadly, I didn't get to pick the palette because I would have chosen another one, but whatever, it's fine. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm trying to see if I can. It's just a neutral. Are my fingers covering? Okay, it's a neutral palette. It's really pretty. The shimmers are pretty. So
Ooh.
somebody that's not like me, that's not a maniac, would really love this. I do love it though. I do use it. I like the shimmers, and like I said, this is not an everyday look for me, guys. Sometimes I go a little crazy, but I do know how to dress it down. Just not here. They probably like, yeah, right, Cindy, you fucking liar. Okay, so that was the extra item. Oh, this was the
Crazy.
theme. Be my Glamantine, right? February, like the fuck? I'm a month late, but whatever, it is what it is. Then I got this Aceology detoxifying treatment mask. This joint cost $70, bruh. $70. Uh, uh, it's a mask. It's like a charcoal mask for your face. So it's a
Oh.
mask, right? It's a mask. $70. Okie dokie artichoke. Then I'm excited about this. I got the Ilamaske Hydra setting spray. I do have the Hydra primer. So I'm excited about this setting spray. I'm really excited because I did want to try it. So this is what it looks like. There we go. Very pretty. Actually, I didn't use any setting spray. Let me put it. Let me try it. Let me try it. Okay, that's a little. Smells good, but that was a little much in my face. But all right, that's right. So this is the second item. It does smell good. It's not overpowering. The third item was the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh my God. So I wanted this. I didn't open it, guys. I just got this box yesterday. So I wanted this because I think they had it in the boxy shop. Or I saw like people like, ooh la la, you know. So this is what it looks like. It's like that. Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about this. These are great. I guess to use at night, right, JJ? The niacinamide?
Yes.
Okay.
Niacinamide is my second favorite. First
Is it?
yes. Uh-huh.
What's the first?
My second favorite. The first one is hyaluronic acid.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. All right.
Yeah.
The next thing is the Bali Balm Pineapple Lip Scrub. Okay, I'm excited about this too, because I do keep a Bali Balm Sweet Orange and Coconut lip balm right here. You guys have seen me use it in my Get Ready With Me. I love it. So I'm excited about the lip scrub. Yes, please. So this is the packaging. It's Cyndi. It smells good. It smells like pine. The only bad thing, it was like, well, not a bad. Oh, it smells good as hell. This is what it looks like. What it look like. What it look like. That's what it looks like. So I'm excited about this lip scrub. I do like lip scrubs. They do help my lips because, you know, dry lips. The last thing I got was, the hell's the name of this brand? Style Dry Coconut and Fig Hair Mask. This I am excited. I love hair products. Yeah, I love it. So I'm not mad about this. It's funny because Jenny Lee, when she did an unboxing, she got it had this ingredient in it, and I was laughing when I was trying to pronounce it. Muru. So it has coconut oil and muru butter. But the way her product had it, it was like the word was broken up. So she was like, oh hell no, I ain't even trying that word, but it's muru. So this is a hair mask. So I'm really excited to try that. So I got the hair mask. You see? The lip scrubby, the Glow Recipe Dew Drops, the Ile Masque setting spray that I just used and it's pretty nice. The $70 charcoal face mask, $70, Lord mercy. And the Ile Masque palette that is going to be given away to one of my lucky subscribers. So I am also putting stuff aside for subscribers to go with. Sorry, I have to pick this up. To go with JJ and how generous she's being to, you know, sponsor the giveaway. So I decided I would do one as well so that we can have two winners, you know? So, okay. So that was that. I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh, cool. My Universal Yummy Italian box will be here Thursday. That's awesome. Hi, Teresa. Ooh. How are you, sweetie pie? Yeah, Muru butter. Yes. Oh, happy to be a grandma. Hey, sweetie. All right, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody else. Just making sure. Okay, so I think we're good. Hey, everybody in the bushes. I understand some people stay in the bushes. I get it. Trust me. Just know that I'm saying hello to you and I see you. Okay, don't worry about it. I get it. You know, this whole YouTube has lost their damn mind, so I get it. If you feel safe in the bushes, I'm not even mad at you. Okay. So I was thinking, which is very dangerous, right? But I was thinking, I've been on YouTube. Well, so if you look at my channel, it says my channel was created in, I think, 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me because I may be wrong. Because, when you say something on YouTube, somebody will come back and be like, she said. That's why in my haul, I said I had a BoxyCharm for 6 years, and I had to correct that. I've been getting subscription boxes for 6 years. I think BoxyCharm was like 4 years. Because I'll say that, and then later on somebody will expose me and be like, she's a liar. She said she had BoxyCharm for 6 years. BoxyCharm hasn't been around. So I have to be very careful and clarify shit. So if I misspeak, I'm not sure. I think it was 2017 that I started my channel. But I didn't start making content on my channel till 8 months ago. I made a video out of frustration with fighting that was going on. And it's crazy because nothing has changed. Actually, no, that's a lie. Things have changed. They've gotten much, much worse. They've gotten much, much worse. I was
Yes.
frustrated at all the fighting back then. And I made a video just saying, basically the same thing I've said throughout my time on my channel, that if people could just be a little kinder. But, that is not, I guess, what works here on YouTube or on social media, sadly. I've also realized that the people that genuinely want to try to be positive, because I'll never sit up here and say I haven't made many mistakes. I haven't said some stuff out of my mouth, because I have. But my purpose here was always to try to do something positive on this platform. And of course, sometimes things happen. You get frustrated, you get upset, and you say some stuff out of your mouth. There are some people that have the self-control of a saint. And listen, I envy them, because I've let my mouth go crazy a few times on here. And I regret it. Not because I don't stand by what I said, even if I've apologized to the person, or even if I don't feel that way anymore, because I felt that way. And even when I came here and I reacted, I learned from it. I learned the next time, okay, Cindy, you gotta chill. Don't, I'm never gonna come up here and not be a potty mouth, because I curse. I do. That's just me. I'm not gonna come up here and pretend that I don't. But so anyway, okay, I get sidetracked. Hi, BB loves honey tea. Hey, mama. And I did want to say to you, thank you for becoming a Patreon member. I
Yay,
appreciate
baby.
you. Yes, I said it in my last video, but I'm not sure if you saw it. So I did want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you guys who are my Patreon members. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Again, please, it's not to make anybody else feel bad or guilt trip people like become my Patreon. No, okay. I'm just thankful. So I just wanted to say thank you, because I did see BB, so I wanted to thank her. And of course, thank you for everybody else. Okay. So let me turn off my camera, because I don't know, like my nose is bothering me. So if I rub my nose on camera, they will be like, oh, booger sugar. So okay. Anyway, so I was hoping to have people on panel, even if you don't feel comfortable, just we can have a whole discussion together. What is the evolution like on YouTube, right? So I've been here, I think, almost 3 years, like in engaging with people, watching live chats, getting to know people. Almost 3 years it'll be. And when I first started watching, live streams and leaving comments, that's when it began, like leaving comments and coming into live chats. And instead of staying in the background or in the bushes, I started saying hi to everybody, right? Started getting to know people. And it was different. I don't know. Okay, so maybe it wasn't different. Maybe I was just new to this space. So I didn't know the fuckery that was around. I was very naive, very naive. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it hasn't gotten worse. Maybe, excuse me, I was just unaware of all the stuff. I don't know. But JJ, how long have you been around YouTube?
3 years. Yeah, 3 years. I started watching Katie Joy, and then I didn't watch her for very long because for obvious reasons. And then all of these other little channels started popping up that were, anti Katie Joy channels, and I would watch them because I felt a lot of the same ways that they felt, and it was like,
Yeah,
okay, so I'm not just a crazy person, thinking that she's off her rocker.
right.
But so I started watching then, and around then at the same time is when I felt comfortable to go in and chat and things. I didn't ever want to chat in her chat because
Right.
it was brutal in there. You
Oh,
can't
was
even
it?
ask her a question. Yeah, you can't even ask her a question. So I felt more comfortable going in and asking questions or speaking on, you know, a lot of the anti-KJ stuff. I haven't
Right.
watched that stuff in a while
Mm-hmm.
now. I just, because I don't care. It's gotten so boring. I just don't.
Right.
I mean, I know I've said
Yeah.
that probably a million times, but, and I never thought like, hello, Jay, you're getting involved in and talking to some people who all bonded over the mutual hatred of another person.
Right.
So, you know,
Right.
how can that come back on you? Well, it does.
It
Hateful people
does.
are hateful people, period.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I agree. And I don't know how I didn't see an issue with that. I guess because I got to know, you know, people, and like you said, you know, I was seeing things that I said, Katie Joy, the way she would talk to people, like her subscribers and stuff, and it upset me. And it became easy to get swept up in that emotion, right? That like disgust, like who the hell does she think she is, and all of that. And it wasn't until right before the Nat stuff, right? Not the, I mean, when Nat came around is when I was like, okay, this is something's a little off. Like this is a bit much. We seem to be doing a bit much. And I say we because I was, you know, a member to different channels that are classified as anti-KJ. And then when that whole those declarations happened and all the aftermath of all the stuff, you know, the death threats that everybody, not everybody, but the death threats people were getting, and the fear that I saw in people. And I don't know, and I don't, this is might be taken the wrong way, but I don't mean this in a cruel way. Nobody, the death threats, they were horrendous. Friends of mine were sent death threats, and it's not okay.
Right.
But in a cruel way, it seemed like fate, right? Was like, oh, you motherfuckers want to, you know, focus on somebody. They kind of got a taste of fear and of targeted harassment, and not that it was warranted. Nobody deserves that, but that's really what snapped me out of it. Like this is a dangerous thing. Like people's hatred and people's anger can take people to dangerous places. There's still people that cover Katie Joy that never go to those lengths. There are channels that just keep up to date with what she's going on, what's going on with her. Because let's be honest, there is a market for that. There are people that will always be interested in Katie Joy, whether good or bad. And I was on Nikki's channel a few days ago, and I had said that when I met Patty Brunner, I didn't say her name there because I didn't want to disrespect her, but she's here. When I met Patty Brunner, she opened my eyes up to the fact that people are people, right? She is a, a supporter of Katie Joy, and I was a detractor, if you will. And Patty Brunner is one of the most genuine, amazing women I've ever met. And I'm so thankful to have met her and to have her as my friend. But we were on opposing sides, as she told me, you know, and we looked past that and we got to know each other, and that was like one of the best things we ever did. So we didn't allow hate or any of those preconceived notions to stop us from getting to know each other. And that really opened my eyes that there are people that genuinely like Katie Joy, and there are people that dislike her. I really was indifferent to her. I really didn't care. Like it was frustrating. It was annoying the things she would do, but it was never like, oh my God, like pitchforks and none of that. It was never that way. Like she wasn't Frankenstein's monster to me. And no disrespect to anybody else who feels how they feel about her. That's your prerogative. But it's true. A community built on hate for one singular person is doomed to fail and crash and burn because
Yeah.
the foundation is fucking shitty as hell. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not founded on something positive. Positivity can be uh nourished and grown, and just of course negativity can as well, but everybody's going to turn on each other, and you know the fighting, and that's what's happened because of these emotions, these negative emotions. When they get bottled up, you're going to take them out on whoever's around you. And that's, in my opinion, this is my opinion, guys. I'm not saying these are facts. These are how I see it from having been on the inside and now taking a step back from it, this is how I see it. So before somebody be like, you don't even know what you're talking about, girl. Like, it's
No,
my opinion.
I agree with you. You know, there is such a thing as taking it too far, and there is such a thing of saying, all right, you know, I mean, how much more can you beat this dead horse? She's never going to change. She hasn't changed one bit. If anything, she's
She
getting
hasn't.
worse. So no one is
Yeah,
helping the situation by calling her
true,
out. I
true.
honestly don't believe that anyone that's called out online is going to, you know, on a stream is going to see that as a positive. I just don't. I think it's going to put them on the defensive right away. If you have a problem, emailing someone directly is
Right.
probably, in my opinion, the way to go, rather than getting up on a panel and being like, that fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. Did you see what she did? Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm looking forward to being able to do reactions, but I think reactions can be done without going for someone's looks, without,
Without
you know,
making it personal. Without making it personal.
right. We're talking about a child in any capacity.
Yes, I
I don't
agree.
agree with that.
I
I
agree.
really don't.
Hey, Chronic Space. Hey, Mama. How are you, girl? Yeah, you're right. I agree. I don't think that. I think that that's what's happened. That Happy to be a grandma says. I agree. It's like acid on rocks. It erodes and eats away. I agree. I agree. And you
Yes.
start, hey, the artsy nurse. Hey, sweetie. How are you? I had to say, hey, Megs. What if you try that and it gets exposed and becomes dangerous? That's Yeah. I don't know. That's
Gets
the thing too. Go ahead. I'm
what
sorry.
gets
Please.
exposed? What gets exposed? What does she mean? What do you mean, Megs?
She said,
What if
"What
you
if you try that?" Yeah. What do you mean, Megs, specifically? If you
yeah, what
tried
blows
what?
up?
Yeah, I would like to know too. Someone else we know,
I
you
mean,
guys.
there's no time that I will ever go online and just look to pick a fight. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I
Yeah.
have come back and in response, you know, to shit being talked, but I think, you know,
Oh,
human.
she said, reach out to someone privately.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I don't know. You know, I am
Then you've made the
learning that,
attempt. I agree. I think.
yeah, and you know, I'm learning that it is better. It's almost like starving them for the attention that they so desperately crave. So
Yeah.
therefore, I basically, because what I realize is that a lot of it really doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't. Does it affect my life? No. Like, go on your own way. I don't care what
True.
so and so thinks of me. You know, that's not
True.
going to change my life. And if we
True.
fundamentally disagree on a lot of things, if we're, I'm not even saying another person has to have bad morals, but if our morals don't align for whatever reason, it is okay then to just walk away and not give the attention that they so desperately crave.
I agree.
Just my
I agree.
opinion. Just
I agree wholeheartedly, because what I've realized here too is, for some people, even bad publicity, right, is still publicity in their eyes. And when
yep.
you think about it, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
People that have been constantly called out, all it does is drives more traffic to their channel. It make
Exactly.
it, people say, who is this? And even if they don't let you know, right? But like, so they'll be in your chat, or where they'll be wherever you are, and they'll be like, who is this person you talking about? You tell them who they are. They go, they check them out. Some of those people are going to stay and subscribe, and so now the person has gained subscribers, has gained traction, and so that's all that happens. You know what I mean? So I think, really, and I know it's easier said than done. I know, because I haven't been able to ignore every single thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yep.
I think that is the most important thing, because if you're going back and forth and you stop with your part, they'll continue to talk for a little while, but then it'll lose steam after a while. And if it doesn't, then you're not giving it your power, your attention. And
Yeah.
it's like I said, I know it's easier said than done. I know. Trust me, I've been there. But it when I was in that and worried what people were thinking and stuff, it was eating away at me. It was eating away at me, and it was making me so unhappy, and had me second guessing myself. It had me just so unaware of myself. And I've always been the kind of person that, I know I'm far from perfect, but I'm not uh I don't suffer from low self-esteem. I'm okay with where I'm at because I know that every day I work to be better. So I don't wallow in like, oh my God, I'm the worst. I'll joke around and be like, yeah, I suck. But I don't believe that fundamentally that I'm like the worst person ever. Because I know that honestly, I try to be a good person. I'm gonna come here and say some shit. I called people a few bitches a few times. Yeah, I did. But I've never gotten or said things to the levels that I see here that make me so sad because it has become tit for tat. Like, well, and it's become like things that we taught our kids, right? When your kid would come and they were fighting somebody and somebody threw a rock at them and they threw a rock back, you would ask your kid, why the hell did you throw a rock? Because they threw a rock first. And you
Right.
taught your kid, right? Well, my mother used to say, well, if they jump off the bridge, you're going to jump off the bridge too. And so these are the principles we taught our kids. Don't be a follower, be a leader. And here I see adults regressing back to fucking elementary school where they're using the justifications and the excuses that we once used when we got in trouble when we were kids. Well, they did it first, or why are you doing this? But look what they're doing. We have devolved. I don't know if that's a word, whatever. De-evolved.
Evolved.
Yeah, like no, like when you regress. I don't know if
Oh,
de-evolved is even
yeah.
a word. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. We were like
It's a word
regressing.
now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I made it a word, all right? It's the New Eurekan Spanglish. Listen, understand it and love it and accept it into your dictionary, all right? Everybody be
Right.
saying de-evolve tomorrow. Don't worry about. But I mean it's true, Sad is the word. So much of this just breaks my heart. I agree.
Yeah.
Hey Nikki, hey sweetie.
I
Um
think it's important. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I wanted to
I don't
say
mean
what
to.
Meg said. Meg said I suffer from a mental illness and I do get depressed and anxiety overtakes my emotions. And that
Yep.
happens to so many. So many people suffer from anxiety. Thankfully, I never have suffered from anxiety. I've had like a panic attack once or twice. Um I don't really well, whatever. I don't really suffer from depression. I have, but it's hard, right? When you have depression and you have anxiety, and this is what I say too. We're all going to respond and react differently because of
Yes.
our internal issues, any mental illness we may have, just our upbringings, any trauma we may have, and all of our life experience is going to make us react. So, usually there's two responses, right? Fight or flight, right? And you're either going to stay there and fight to the death or you're going to run away from it. And I don't mean run away like cowardly. That's usually the two responses. Where you say nothing and you leave the whole situation, or where you stay there and you stand your ground. Neither are
Yeah.
wrong. And both, if done too much, can be detrimental to yourself, right? If every time somebody comes at you or somebody wrongs you, you step back and stay quiet, that can be very detrimental to you too, because you deserve to stand up for yourself.
Right.
And if every
It becomes
time,
tricky.
right, but if every time you had an issue, you fought as well, that can be very dangerous as well, because then that becomes your response to everything. And even in the most minor situations, you may not realize that you're puffing up at somebody. Somebody bumps into you in the supermarket, like, oh, you're reaching for, yeah, that's mine. Like it's just a sugar, girl. You can take it. So we don't realize that, right? We become desensitized. We
Yeah.
become desensitized to things.
I think it's also important to remember, and I know I've mentioned this so many times, but it definitely bears repeating that, I didn't even read Meg's comment about depression and anxiety
Mm-hmm.
before I was going to speak and say that we have to remember that we are dealing with people that have mental illnesses, whether it's undisclosed, disclosed, untreated,
Yes.
diagnosed, whatever the case may be. And some, as bad as anxiety and depression absolutely is, there are some that are just, guys, they're not at all there in the
They're
head.
not well.
Like,
They're
I
not
mean, really,
well. Yeah.
they are not well. And to go back and forth with people that are not well, you have to wonder what else are they capable of. So,
Exactly.
be careful. It is definitely a lesson I've learned. I've dealt with a few people that I know for sure have got some issues, and I just have to, just back away slowly, like, you go on and do you, girl, because, I got to do my own thing. And I think it's important that everybody remembers that not everybody is on our level, whether that level be really low or really high as far as
Yeah.
mental illnesses go. I've said before too, I have OCD, and it not OCD like people say all the time. Oh, I got
Right.
OCD, I
When we
clean
make
my
a
house.
joke out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we make it, no.
Right.
I've got real OCD. It's a
Yeah.
bitch. It's miserable. It's like a monkey on my back. I don't take it out on others, and I had to learn to not to make sure that I'm not letting other people feel the effects of my illness. And there are some people that just won't do what a doctor requires them to do. They may not take medication, or they may not go to a doctor at all.
Right.
Maybe they're using substances recreationally and became an addict and really doesn't know what they're saying or doing, and they think they're
Right.
100% correct. So
Yes.
we're not dealing with all same people on our wavelengths, so we
That's
just have
so
to
true. And I
remember
and
that.
and I know that some people, it's also become a thing where people are like, well, we're not responsible for other people. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying that you're
No.
responsible for someone else, but having awareness, right? Having a certain amount of awareness of your surroundings, of that not everybody is from the same walks of life, has gone through the same things as you, and also having self-awareness. Self-awareness is the most important thing. Knowing your boundaries, knowing your limits, knowing your triggers, knowing what sets you off is going to help you. And for me, in how I interact with people is very important. It's very important, and I always think about how something I say or do affects someone else, especially the person that, if I'm angry at somebody, the way I'm coming at them, how it's going to affect them. I always think of that. I do. I do.
You do.
And to some people, that is a flaw. You know what I mean? And like I said, if I'm too far on one side, then it is. It can be a flaw. It can be a character defect. But and I had to learn to balance it as well, to not put their emotions or their feelings ahead of my own, but to find the balance where I can speak to somebody even if I'm angry at them, or if I'm angry at somebody, not to speak to them in that moment because I know I'm
Yeah.
angry. And the few times that I've come in, I've reacted, I went against my own rule. My own rule is to wait till I'm calm and then come and address it if I still feel the need to address it. And sometimes, even when I'm cool, I may get heated talking about the situation because I'm like, I can believe this shit. So, and I'm gonna be genuinely me, but I do try to think about other people because I know that not everybody's in the same place. I know that some people, we don't know, somebody may be going through DV at home, and you don't see any, you don't know, they're behind an avatar, you only see them in chats, they only say hello. So if they're having a bad day or they've gone through something really terrible and they come and they say something out the side of their neck, you know okay, they said something out the side of the neck, is it the end of the world? Is it enough for me to come and make a whole damn video on them and expose their whole fucking existence for a comment? No. And that's the thing, we have to pick our battles. We have to pick our battles, and if we even want to battle it, and that's what I'm trying to
That's
learn. I'm
exactly
not
right.
saying, right, I'm not
How,
saying I've learned it,
how many
guys.
times
I'm learning. Good.
how many times have we had to say too that we don't want to, I'll say it as me, not as Cyndi. Remember, I'm a separate entity. Thank you.
Yes, she is.
Um,
We're not
if
conjoined.
if
Sorry.
you do not want to speak to me or be pleasant to me or have any form or be friendly, I should say, if I talk to any certain person, that means any certain person on the
Yeah.
internet, I would just not follow me, because I might end up pissing you off, because I talk to
Yeah.
a lot of people and I'm not going to be told who to talk to and who not to talk to. I've been in a place before where things got crazy and misconstrued, and I come out looking like the bad guy. And so I try to look at all of these kerfluffles, apparently is the word online now.
I know, I
And
know.
I try not to think like, okay, I'm immediately, oh, I don't like this person, but she's a
Right.
bitch. No, I'm trying to think like, wait a minute, okay, where's this person's side of the story before I make a judgment. I think it
Right.
should be balanced. Otherwise, I have no business making
Yeah.
a judgment call on that
Yeah, I
person.
agree. And guys, I'm trying to like put your comments, but every time I do it, it's like hand in your face, hand in your face. So I'm not gonna do that. I'll just read them from right here because I'm like all in your. Listen. If I'm not all up in your face this way, I'm a mess. Okay, so I saw one that I wanted to say. Oh, thank you, Patty. I appreciate you. You're always upbeat and kind. I try. Got my moments. Got my moments where they took me off the ledge. Nikki said, you look hot in that makeup. If I tried to do that look, I'd look like a $2 hooker. You lie, girl. You lie. You lie. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. It is, I'm telling you, sometimes I look and I'm like, okay, Cyndi, this is a bit much, but I'm not going anywhere. Like JJ always tells me, I do a look and it's a bit much for me. JJ's like, girl, just gonna clean it off. Don't worry about it. It's not the end of the
Yeah,
world. I'm
it's
like, you know what? You're
makeup.
right. You're right. It's not the
Just
end of the
wash it
world.
off.
Yeah, and I gotta keep my, people, my Mimi, right? From Drew Carey. I gotta keep my character going. Come on, I can't
Yes.
come in. I gotta keep it alive, man.
You
So
got
thank you.
Mimi's reputation to protect.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right. Teresa says, these are the conversations I love about your channel. Thank you. We get to actually have conversations about real life issues and realize that we are not alone. I agree. Chronic
Yeah.
Space says, is this the hill you want to die on for real? No. Hell no. Hell no.
No.
I don't either. Layla says there is confusion because people use the word mental illness to mean many different kinds of things. Anxiety and depression do not cause people to hurt others nor cause violence. I agree. I think that that's where people get upset, right? Um okay, Jenny Lee says, I don't think anyone should diagnose anyone. I'm seeing a lot of that. No, you definitely should not be doing that shit. You definitely should not be diagnosing anybody. Like I see that a lot too. Oh, this person is I'm not even gonna say because it's gonna upset me, but I do see it. I do see it, and it's not just like when we say, "Oh my God, that shit is crazy." Like that's different. But when people are saying, "Oh, she's loony," or it takes it to a whole different level, and it demeans people with mental illness. And like, let's say somebody in my chat. Well, there's many people in my chat, right? If I'm saying stuff like that, yeah, bitch is a nutcase. Guys, I'm making an analogy. I'm not saying that. But if, let's say, for instance, right, hypothetically, I'm like, yeah, that bitch is a nutcase. That bitch is a loony. That bitch. There are people that may have had that experience because they may have battled mental illness, and people have called them those names growing up or bullied them with those names. And people are like, oh, well, why are you taking stuff personally? I wasn't talking about you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I give this analogy all the time. It's like people that fire into a crowd of people, right? I'm trying to hit one person. Let's say I have a gun and there's a crowd of people in a party and I'm aiming for one person. Do you know how many innocent bystanders get hit with those bullets? And I meant to aim at one person. So we can't. And when they get arrested and they go to jail for harming the other people, they can't say it was an accident. Why they had to take them bullets? I wasn't aiming at them. So when we come here and we say these things and then we get mad at people for getting hurt by our, unsensitive. What is the fucking word? That's not the word. Whatever. When we're not whatever.
Insensitive?
Thank you. What the fuck? I said unsensitive. Insensitive. Thank you, JJ. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
When people get hurt by our insensitivity, right? Then we want to get mad at them. I wasn't talking about you. Why are you taking things personally? Because of their personal experiences, what they've been through in life. This is why I know people are like, oh, you have to be politically correct. No, it's about being fucking decent. It's about certain things you shouldn't say no matter what. I think about it like this. If it's something I wouldn't say to my kids, I'm not going to come here and say it to somebody else. I would never call my sons stupid. I would never call my sons loonies. Anything. That's how I really think about it. If it's not something I would call my sons or say to my sons, I'm not going to say it to somebody here online. Everybody's somebody's kid, right? Everybody's somebody's mother. We came from somebody, so we're somebody's child. And that is how I think of it. Okay, would I call my son that? Would I be okay with somebody calling one of my sons that? Hell no, I wouldn't. So I'm not going to come here and say it to somebody else. And some days it's hard. Some days I want to come here and call people all kinds of bitches. Trust and believe I do. Trust and believe I do. But I have to control myself. I have to control myself. I have to. I saw
Yeah.
Meg said something I wanted to say. She said, I know now and I have learned that ignoring nonsense is the best way to go. Some people look for a reaction and no reaction
Yep.
is sometimes best. If we can talk shit out, then cool. If not, that's cool too. I think that that's amazing because sometimes people want the fight to keep going too. We don't realize that. Sometimes
Yes.
people are so used to conflict that is normal for them. And I'm not trying to put somebody down. I'm saying honestly, my mother was so used to fighting with men that she would pick fights with boyfriends. If she got a new boyfriend and he wasn't starting with her, my mother would start with the guy because this is what she was used to. This is what she knew. So she would seek out that kind of attention. And it's as sad as that may sound, that some people do that here as well. If they're not getting attention, they're like, okay, well, at least if I'm fighting with somebody, somebody's paying attention to me. And so I refuse to give people that much of my time and my energy anymore. Seriously, unless you're accusing me of a crime or, something serious, I'm not going to address it. And even then, I may just ignore it. I may just put out my proof if I have to and keep it moving, because it does wear on us. We think that we're fighting with somebody else and we're getting our digs in at them, but it is wearing on us as well. It's wearing on us, and we take it into our real life, no matter if we want to or not. It affects our mood. It affects how we deal with our family, how we interact with people out here because of something that happened here. We have to keep things in perspective. Yeah. And I say we because this is not me sitting here giving you rules. Like, I'm telling you, we collectively, this is something that I have to work on every day too. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I say, there was a good comment up here. Oh, where the heck did it go? It said, I saw it on there. Hold on. It was something saying, this is all good and well, but how do we fix it? I mean, I have a suggestion. I don't know that it's going to actually fix it, but I think it could make it better. And that would be in the majority. And I'm not going to say all because there are some
Patty
people
Brunner
who it
said
doesn't
maybe
matter if
this
they're
is
going to. And
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was reading the question. I think that was the question.
No, yeah. I think that's the one. I mean, we can, not all, because there are some people that no matter what, they're going to join in the fuckery. They want to hear the bullshit. They want to hear, and trust me, I don't mind a little bit of drama, some pettiness, but not the darkness that we've seen. And I think what it's going to take is for people to stop supporting that, stop watching completely. If you don't want to be a part of it and you want it to be better, stop watching it. I have people that will send me things, either a little clip or they'll tell me something that's going on. And that would be the only thing I would know about anyone's stream that I don't want to watch because I find it negative. And then I find out stuff later on like, what? That bitch said what? And it'd be like a month ago and I didn't even know about it. And I think that it's going to take everyone, and I was wondering too, I had talked a little bit about enough is enough, the whole thing and the movement and how it's great. I'm like, but it's not great if nothing's going to change. There needs to be some sort of mission, for everybody to be rowing the boat in the same direction, or at least the majority. And for that, I think it's going to take not putting up with it. If there's a dark stream or something starts getting dark or there's doxing going on, click the hell out. And I know it is, human nature to be curious and to want to see some of these things, but nothing is going to change if they continue to get praise through views and clicks and comments. Nothing will change. There's no incentive to change. So I agree. I really think it's going to take that.
I agree. I think that's 100% right. And I think that each one of us, like, sometimes we feel like we're just one person. How can we change stuff, right? But I
Hmm.
know so many times one act of kindness has changed my whole perspective, my whole day that day. So I
Yes.
know that if we all try just to be a little kinder, you know, in little ways towards someone else, pass that kindness along, it becomes contagious. And we can only be responsible for ourselves. So I think it begins and ends with me, right? I can't come up here and say I want things to change. I wish people could be kinder. That I will have zero tolerance for doxing, zero tolerance for the nasty stuff. And it doesn't mean that the bullying somebody or fucking with people is okay. No,
No.
no. But
Mm-mm.
I think we've all, well, not all, but most of us have felt, right? Somebody having bullied us online, like taking shit too far, right? And so we can all know what that feels like, but it's the extreme stuff that those little incidents have allowed for. Had we checked it back then, right, when people were just saying things that should have never been said, people would have thought twice before doing these big things that are now
Right.
allowed.
Hmm.
And we didn't check
Yep.
it at the door. We didn't click out. We didn't unsubscribe. We didn't not partake in it, you know? And this is why it's grown. And now people will say, "Oh, I'm doing it for clicks and views. I'm doing it." And that is never okay, because you don't see the other person or the other people as people. It affects them. Whether you're strong enough for it not to affect you. Some people are like, I don't give a fuck. This
Right.
that's not okay to put your expectation onto other people. Not everybody is that way. Not everybody is going to react that way. So just because it doesn't affect you and you think this shit is a game, others may not feel that way. And I think that that's just a messed up way to think. Ha ha ha, this is entertaining and fun for me. And it may not be for other people. So it begins and ends with me. I'm not going to do these things to people and then come here and say, I don't want, stop doing this to people. And then you
Right.
see me like calling somebody out their name, saying their name, you know, Alice Cooper, I see you. And they don't fucking go by Alice Cooper. They go by Poopy or something. The fucking username is Poopy. And I'm like, Alice Cooper. Like, the fuck, girl? You know what you're
Yeah.
doing.
I've
You
done
know,
that a few times. Call someone out for their fucking sock account. Like, come on.
no, but
You're
I'm
gonna
saying,
use it.
okay, no, but I'm saying somebody that's never used their name on here. Not somebody that their
Oh,
name was something and then they have a sock account and you know it's
not
them. I'm talking
you.
about,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna use their government because maybe one time I donated to them or they donated to me and I know their government. So now I'm gonna be like, ha, ha, such and such,
That's
yeah, I see you. Like,
that's
and
so
then I'm over here
scummy.
like, don't dox. The fuck?
Right. 3 years ago, doxing was like the worst thing you can do to
Yes,
someone.
yes,
Now it's like, oh yeah, it's just Sunday, 5 people doxed
yeah.
today, no big deal.
I
It's sick,
know.
and that no big deal, it's the
Yeah.
not knowing. All it takes is one crazy mother effer out
That's what
there
I
to be
say,
pissed
man.
enough and, come after you in some way. And so it's really got to stop. And honestly, you know how I would feel if, God forbid, whether I like a person or not, whether they, if they're getting doxxed on a stream and I'm in that stream and I'm participating somehow,
Yeah.
not actually doxing myself, not actually
Right.
dox me doing the doxing, but someone else,
Right.
and I see it and I say nothing, and then God forbid something happens to that person that was just doxed, whether they do it to themselves or some crazy person comes along and they have family and all. No, only takes one person. That's
Yeah.
all it takes, is a crazy person to, that's not
And there's
mentally
been
okay.
times, but there's been times, JJ, that I've been in a chat and that shit went left and I
Yeah.
bounced. I bounced when that shit went left.
Same.
Like, but it
Same.
doesn't matter because somebody's like, "Oh, you were in that chat." But was I there when that shit was said? Like, because I've been in chats and the thing went really, really left, and I'm like, exit stage left. I'm out of here. This is crazy. And sometimes you don't want to say things, say something in a chat because you'll become public enemy number one, not only
Oh
by the
yeah.
creator, but by the chat, by the mods. So YouTube has become a very unsafe place. And this is why I say it's so important that my chat remain a safe place for everybody because there's so few of those left. There's so few of those left. You know, I just wanted to say hi. I saw MTT. Hey mama, how are you?
Allegedly. Hi, allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey mama. Hey girl. Hey Irax, how are you? Okay, I think I caught everybody. I think. But yeah, I think, yeah, kill them with kindness. Yes, when I worked in an office with a lot of people and I knew there was someone that would talk about me because I'm fat, I would always make a point to be nice to that person. That makes me mad. I want to go fight them, Teresa. Don't
Yeah,
make me want to
that's
fight
not good.
people, please, because then I want to go fight people. Okay,
Stop it. And
you're
then you're going to be
listen.
called
Yeah,
violent.
go ahead. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive. Yeah, I'm aggressive. I'm violent. All this. I'm all of this. But I just really, so I know that sometimes you can't help. You're in a chat and something happens, and then you're swept up in it, and you're like, "Holy crap!" You know what I mean? And now you're guilty by association, and it's like I said, it's a scary thing to now even say, hey, what the freak y'all doing? Sometimes it's just easier to back up out of the, out of the chat. But and I've been in a place before where somebody was like, oh, I want to know who such and such is. And I didn't I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. You know what I mean? And I regret that. Like I said, this is why I say that I'm learning. I'm learning every day on YouTube, because sometimes you're like, they can't be serious. And they dead ass serious. And you're like, oh shit, they dead ass serious.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's important. And this is why I'm very, very careful. I'm in very few chats, guys. I'm in very, very few chats. And it's because it's just too much. It's just too much. And I
The
don't know,
backlash,
yeah,
no
that you
matter
get
where you
just for being in
are.
a chat.
Yes.
It's
Right. Saying
really,
hi to
it's
friends.
unfair. Yeah, it's unfair. Like I'll be watching a live stream and people in the chat I want to talk to. I want to see they're having a great conversation in the chat. God forbid I go in that chat. And so many creators, right, will say, I don't tell people where to go. I don't care whom you support. No, that's not what you just said on
Lies.
Twitter. That's not
The
what you just said
lies.
the other day in your live
Yes.
stream.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not okay to tell people where they can go, where they should be, or try to strong arm somebody into not supporting somebody just because you don't like them. There's so many people that have done things that cross the line, but yet so many of them get a pass and we focus on a few people. Why is that? Because of our biases. Do not force your freaking biases on somebody else.
Right.
We are individuals for a purpose, for a reason. We were made individually. Don't fucking try to put your biases on me and tell me how bad somebody is. I have eyes, I have morals, I know, I see it. And please stop trying to make people get involved in the fighting. Some people do not want to get involved because we want it to defuse. You know how when there's a fire, you keep adding oxygen to it, it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Some
Mm-hmm.
people don't want to add to that fire. Respect that. Respect that.
Yeah. If I don't like someone, I'm not, or had it out, or someone continues to talk bullshit, I don't, I don't go and throw the gasoline on that fire by talking,
Right.
like making 10 tweets about that person every single day because I don't like them. I don't, go into chats and try to troll them when I'm just, also a subscriber. Like it's too much. And
It is
I
too
had
much.
come up with an idea that'll tell you
Uh-huh.
that because it's a little bit of a corny idea, but I'll tell you after you get done saying what you were going to say. You were
No, I was
laughing
just
at
gonna
something.
say to Megs. Meg said, um, I feel like I got Cyndi started. My bad. No, you didn't. It's true. It's true. And these things need to be said because there's been times where I've wanted to come here and say things and I haven't said it and I've regretted it. I've regretted it. My chat will always be a safe place for my peoples, man. It has to be. It has to be. And I'm sorry if it wasn't that way, and that's all I can do is learn from my mistakes, and be better and not talk a good one, but be a good one. And if I do come here and talk some shit and don't live up to that, pull me up on my shit, man. Pull me up on my shit. Cyndi, I thought you said you were all right, but don't come like, putting me on blast, but pull my collar. Like, cause I don't want to talk some shit and do something opposite. That's not me. And sometimes we all fall short of our goals, right? We set goals. We set personal goals. I know I set personal goals every day. And I'm going to fall short, of course, because I'm human. Some days I'm like, oh, that shit seems too hard right now. You know, you get lazy, you get complacent. But I want to be called on my shit when if I'm falling short on big things. If you see me doxing people, if you see me being nasty to people, then I deserve it. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me shut up. Go ahead, JJ. What were you gonna say, Mama?
Well, I had thought of something, but I'm sure, I'll probably get laughed at or whatever for this, but I don't really give a
No,
damn
you
because I
won't.
don't
Don't
follow
play with me.
any other
Don't play with me.
people. I was
Right.
thinking, what if, now I would never do like the enough is enough or call it something like that, but I'm somebody who doesn't like to just sit there and bitch about a problem. I'd like to try to make it better. Like there's got to be a
Right.
way, to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So I had thought, what if we outlined a movement, or a movement meaning we actually move and do something about it.
Okay.
Besides, I don't mean attacking a person or going after them or anything like that. What I mean is,
Oh
what
no.
if, when I was in high school, I don't know if you guys had this too. Both my kids did. Going into high school, and it was prom. They made you sign like this petition thing saying that you are not going to drink and drive or whatever. What
Right.
if, and it was cool, it was very effective. It was, if you don't, you're a liar, you're going to be called out for it, kind of deal. And your friends will call your ass out for it too. What if we did something like that? Like some sort of petition and had everybody sign that they are not going to support creators that dox anymore, that go after, families, that go after looks, that do all these really dark things. I'm
Right.
talking the dark things. I'm not
Right.
talking light, petty shade. No one gives a
Right.
damn about that. Call me a bitch all day long. But if you dox me, we got a problem. Then we got a problem. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll be like something to remind them, like, oh crap, yeah, we did agree to not put up with this, and now here Susie is,
Right.
doxing the hell out of so and so just because they don't like them. I
Right.
don't know. There's just got to be something, a way that we can all kind of, like I said, row the boat in one direction and not put up with that behavior anymore online.
Yeah. I agree. There has to be a way, and I think that there are, like I said, the few creators that have taken the enough is enough seriously and are talking about it. They have good intentions. They have the right intentions.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hard when a few others, yo, sorry, a few others have mm, watered it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
I do. Hmm.
and I get that, and I don't know if I'm hoping that's always the goal, that collectively we could work towards making this space a better place, right? And I think that that's a great idea, the idea you have, JJ. And I think it's about being consistent. Everybody being
Hmm.
consistent. And I know that we drama, it's entertaining. I know that, guys. I know that. And shade and being petty. Listen, who the hell doesn't like that? I love being petty. I love it. I love it. Trust me. I can be shady as
Sometimes,
fuck. Right?
sometimes when people are petty towards me, I laugh because what they're saying is funny or
It's
whatever.
funny as
I just
hell.
don't care.
When they
It's
did
the
that,
really,
when JJ, they made a picture of JJ like a gangster saint. That shit,
that was
that shit was funny as
amazing.
hell. That shit was funny as
Amazing.
hell. And JJ
Yes.
reposted it and laughed. Like I could laugh at myself too. Like that's why when my last video, that thumbnail, I chose that thumbnail. YouTube didn't pick that thumbnail. I could laugh at myself. I don't take myself that seriously. I really don't. If I do, I know I say some stupid shit sometimes. I get tongue tied sometimes. I look crazy sometimes. That's why I be like, screenshot me now. My double chin. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't got problems. Trust me, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't worry about stupid shit like that. But so I think it's important to laugh at ourselves sometimes. But look what allegedly said. Look what somebody, I'm gonna tell you, don't fuck with my allegedly. Y'all will be in for making a bad mistake. Don't fuck with my allegedly. She said just yesterday, one creator called me out in a video because I commented in someone else's chat.
Oh
basically
my
told
God,
me I wasn't
ridiculous.
welcome in their channel anymore. And to that I say, whoever that creator was, I have no idea. You're a dumbass. You're a
Yeah,
dumbass. Keep singling out your own subscribers, your own supporters, because you are so entitled, Karenina, that you think that you have ownership of freaking subscribers. Cut that shit out. Can we cut that shit out already? How long have I been saying this shit? Stop with the entitled fucking attitude that you can tell subscribers that they can only support you. Oh no, well, you know I don't like that bitch. Why were you in that? That's your problem. That's your problem.
yeah.
Why are you putting your problems on other people's, especially people that fucking grace you? Okay, let me chill because I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. Usa, we as creators do not have the right to do that to people that support us, our subscribers, our members, even our mods. We do not have the right to tell them they cannot go in anybody's chat, go in any that. We need to cut that out. We need to cut that shit out. It's out of control and it's gone too far. Stop doing that. Stop calling out people in
How
videos because they're in
how
somebody else's chat. What the fuck happening?
how ridiculous. Allegedly is like the least problematic person. How are you going to go and call her out for being in a chat? And who cares? Why do you care?
Yeah,
Obviously you were
that's not
watching.
cool.
Obviously they were watching the stream too to even see that allegedly was in the
Bingo.
chat. I
Right?
can't stand that hypocrisy. They don't even realize. It's like you're doing the same fucking thing and you want to sit there and say views is still supporting, which it
Yes.
is,
Yes.
but they're doing it too. I mean, it's crazy. It's
That's
just
the thing.
crazy.
Next time somebody says that to you, bitch, what you were watching? Oh my God, stop watching people you don't like. So why are you still watching them then?
Right.
Why are you still
Exactly.
watching them? Like, cut it out. Stop telling people to stop watching people. Stop it. Stop telling. Now, if people are doxing and all this shit, that is a way we can make a difference. You understand? If people are
Mm-hmm.
being harmful on these platforms, that is a way that we can get their attention. When their
Yeah.
views diminish, right? When we're messing with their money, that is the way. I'm not saying report people. I'm saying with our currency, our online currency, the
Yep.
views, the engagement, all of that. They'll take the fucking hint after a while when their views go down and when they don't have, when they start losing subscribers. That is how we can make a difference. It's crazy to me. It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to me.
And
Stop doing that, people.
the doxing and going real life, it just becomes like a game of ping pong. It just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until there is no
Yeah.
further information to lay out there. And
Yep.
if the very first creator who starts going real life and doxing and that whole mess and attacking and stalking people, we need to say, as soon as it starts happening, that's it, clicking right off. And when they've got nobody in their comments or in their chat, or they have one or two people, they'll get the damn message. Like, hey,
Exactly.
I really shouldn't be
Exactly.
doing this. If they want to do paybacks or whatever, talk to the person privately. Why are you going on a panel, on a stream, laying out everything, laying out somebody's dirty laundry? Like, no, I don't even want to hear it. It feels gross. It feels
It
dirty.
is
Like, oh,
gross.
this is it. This is information I shouldn't even be knowing. I've
Right.
never Googled someone's name. If I found out their real name, whether they've said it or it was doxed, I've never thought, let me Google this person and pick some information out on them and, make up a whole story, create my own narrative as to what this
Mm-hmm.
person did. I think it's, important that people, I can't say it enough, row the boat in the same freaking direction. Because if there's no movement, if there is
Right.
nothing, all it is bitching. And I think
True.
we need to, and I think, enough is enough is great. And I understand the intentions and the movement, and I fully get it. But a
Right.
real movement is saying that we're not going to tolerate it anymore.
I agree.
We're not going to give you what you want, which is views and attention if you do
Yeah.
that bullshit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I just think,
And it's true
I
what
mean,
MTT said. It's entertaining. People like to see the drama. And I get it.
they do.
I get it because
Yep.
when you're home, right? If you're off of work or whatever, you know, you want some people want to relax. It depends. And I'm not here shaming anybody who watches drama because trust me, I watch it too. I watch it too. But we're talking about when it crosses the line, when it becomes, you know, that somebody's now in danger because people are telling you, oh, get me their address, get me their phone number, get
Mhm.
me their private information and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I think that's the difference. And like allegedly said, yeah, listen, yeah, stupid. She said no more super chats for her. And that's the truth. And it is a her
Yeah.
problem, allegedly. It is a her problem. It is. And
Yeah.
people are too entitled. Their egos. That's what happens to some people. They get a little bit of support, they gain a little bit of traction. Maybe one of their video gets a fucking few K, you know, views, and they start puffing up their chests like, girl, sit your ass down somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, cut
People
it out.
people have gotten called out for being in with screenshots for being in this chat. How absurd. What are we doing?
Yes,
We're just talking.
yes,
It's girlfriends talking, you know, like
yes.
gossip. We're bitching about stuff, but not anything harmful. We're not over here doxing people, outing anyone for anything. You know,
No.
so you guys, what do you think of that, chat? Do you think I'm completely nuts for thinking that could be a movement and that no one's going to agree to it? Because like when you do a petition, it's almost like saying I'm giving my word that I won't
Right.
put up with this, that I'm
Yeah.
going, you know, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to lie to myself on it.
Right.
You know, I just won't watch it. I'll click out of it. So what do you guys think? Put a number 1 in the chat if you think it's a good idea, or 2 if you think it's a bad idea.
And the
Just a
number
little something.
69, if you're thinking about sex, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
exactly.
JJ,
69.
I'm just kidding. What the
That's a
hell, girl?
that's a good number. Don't tell me these things. You know I'll go with it. Oh, okay. Lila. Why do I never say her name right? I feel so bad.
Layla.
Put a
Layla?
1 in the chat if you think it's a great idea that people kind of commit to themselves by signing a petition that they're not going to put up with it. If they see the dark stuff and they happen to be on a channel, they're just not going to support anymore. They'll
Yeah.
click out, they'll be done.
Kirsten, you should have left the
Well,
68. Listen, there's been plenty of times that 68, I owe you one. Fuck that. Should have left the 68. Chronic said 420.
well,
I
Patty, I
can't with
know
you.
that could be. I
Jim
know
Jules said
Patty
60.
says
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
these ladies are nuts. Okay, so Patty says the only problem I see with the JJ is interpretation. Well, that's the thing. It really should not be so much of a gray area. Doxing is doxing, whether they want to call
Right.
it a soft dox, a hard dox, a medium dox. I don't care. Like
Right.
a dox is a dox. And if they go too damn low and they're posting pictures of kids and things, they're getting attention. They're doing that for attention and to hurt someone. So I think that it's not as hard as far as interpreting as one would think. If you're doxing, if you're going too low, plain and simple, I don't believe you should be supported. That's my opinion. I don't.
And I agree as well. Like sometimes, you know, it's hard to be a channel like me because people, I don't know why. I've never told anybody where to go. Never. I can never fix my
Never.
mouth to say some shit like that. Like, oh my God, what, you in that chat? Like, who the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Who do I think I am? I've never done that. And it hurt me to know that others were forced into the bushes in my chat because of that. You know, when I'm not okay with any of that stuff. I'm not. I'm not okay with doxing people, with just harassing people, you know, nonstop. I've pulled my support from so many people because I just didn't want to see it anymore. Like I said, you know, petty drama is fine. I'm a female, right? I like the bochinche, the achievement. I do.
Yeah.
But when it gets to be redundant and it's an everyday thing and you're coming after the same person day after day after day, it's not entertaining to me. It's malicious, it's mean, and it becomes nasty to me. And it's like, damn, you've made your point. And I say that all the
Right.
time. When do people realize, okay, you made your point, bro? I think you broke them already. You broke them down. Like, we don't have to do that. That should never be a goal here, to force somebody off of the internet because we don't like them. If they're not out here exploiting children, harming people, doing these things, we don't have the right to try to force somebody off the internet for our own selfish reasons. Sometimes it's pure jealousy, envy. It is. I'm going to call it like I see it. Sometimes I see it. It's just envy. And YouTube is so big. There's more than enough room for everybody. Like, you don't own a place on YouTube. You don't own a certain kind of content. You don't own a certain kind of vibe. And you definitely do not own anybody here. Not your mods, not your subscribers, not your members. Get the fuck out of here with that thinking, bro. That thinking is so dangerous. It's so dangerous and it's so egotistical that you're going to be your own undoing with that thinking. I always remember that my subscribers, my supporters made my channel. They made my channel. And if I lose them today, I have no channel. If I just wanted to talk to myself, I would go in the bathroom and look in the mirror and talk to myself like I do every day. Don't judge me. But you know what I mean? I'm here to talk to you guys. So if I start taking you guys for granted and start disrespecting you guys and you guys leave, that would be my fault. And these people don't see that. They start disrespecting their subscribers, dictating where their subscribers, their mods, their members, all these things should go. And nobody should put up with that. No one should tolerate being treated and spoken to that way.
Right.
Not
And
ever.
Leela has two good comments that I want
Okay.
to answer. Okay, the first one. So if I'm in XYZ's chat and XYZ doxes and I leave, but others stay in XYZ's chat and keep following them, should I shun the people who keep following XYZ? Because I feel that's part of the problem. Well, that's completely up to you. I don't think anybody should be policing any chat. I think the whole idea behind it would be that it makes a big enough difference. Not everybody is going to leave a chat. Not everybody would even be willing to say that they won't support people who dox. And
Yes.
that's prerogative. But their prerogative. But if we get enough people that says, you know what, okay, we can do this. Let's see how it works. And 50% of the people leave a stream when they're hearing doxing going on, it's going to make an impact.
Yes.
It is. It's
And
got
can I
to.
also say that, like, so some people, right? If we shun, like, let's say there's people that are in those chats that we see doxing and we've left, right? And there's people in there. We have to remember that everybody's boundaries, everybody's threshold for what they will tolerate is different. And some people stay there out of fear. I know that there were times where I was fearful of being called out.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
didn't speak up in certain instances because I was afraid that I would be called out day after day after day. It takes time to gain that kind of comfort in yourself, especially online, and to feel confident enough to speak up. So we don't know that if those people may be feeling that they don't want to be there either, but they feel pressured not to leave or pressured not to make it noticeable that they've pulled their support. We've also seen that when people pull their support, they get put on blast as well. So I
Oh
think
my
that it
God,
is
yes.
it's all within ourselves, right? I would never tell anyone else what they should do because I don't know how they can deal with those consequences of that. That's why I say I'm leading by example. I'm going to, if I say I stand against that, I'm gonna stand against that. If somebody that I know doxes people, I can't be in their chat. I can't. That's how I lead by example, but I would never ever put those expectations on anyone else. I wouldn't, honestly. If I see someone in a chat, I'm not gonna, shun you. I'm not, because and if I shun you, I'm just pushing you further into those, to be with those people, because the people that you may have wanted to be around with are shunning you. You know, we have to
Yeah.
lead by kindness always. We don't know why somebody is staying or dealing with a certain situation. And for me, kindness will always win over any other kind of motivation we may try to give somebody. It will always win over in the end. It may take more time,
Oh,
but that's how I feel. What, JJ?
no, yeah, I definitely agree. Layla says, JJ, I think I got you. You mean just quietly leave? Yes, quietly. I don't mean like start some big old, because then you become a
Yeah, no,
target.
because then you become a
Um,
target. We don't want that for
yeah.
anybody.
So is there
We
a
don't
little
want that.
petition? Is there a literal petition? Sorry, I'm dense. Well, that's what I was thinking. But if everybody thinks it's completely crazy and that it, then of course I wouldn't waste my time. But if people are really interested and think that it's a good idea, it could it could make a difference. I think it would make more of a difference than just talking about it over and over again and going in circles about how we shouldn't support so and so. But
Yeah,
then you see so and so with 300 people in their chat. It's like, what the fuck? They're just waiting for the train wreck to happen. And the problem is that if it's a train wreck and only that person is being hurt, let them hurt themselves and out themselves all they want on a channel. But it becomes a problem when they're doing it to other people. And you have to, the
yeah,
way I see it is, would I want that done to me? Hell no. Hell no.
yeah,
I get the ping pong game. Believe me, I do. Because if I'm to be doxxed, there's nothing that I wouldn't do for my family. And if you put them in danger, that's a problem. That really, I'm not going to tolerate that. But if other people
right.
stood up and said, you know what, JJ was just doxxed and that could have been me, I'm not putting up with it. I think that it
Yes,
would clean up a lot of the really dark stuff if people just stopped watching and supporting it. That means
yeah,
mentioning them on Twitter. That means any of that. And I don't buy the whole line of, oh, well, if I don't go after this person, then they may do what they did to another unsuspecting person. Oh, bullshit. That's just an excuse to
yeah,
continue on doing what you want
yeah,
to do and being
yeah.
as low and
I
nasty as the
agree.
person
I
that you don't
agree.
like.
I agree. Miss me with that bullshit. Stop it, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Right.
I'm going to be the sacrificial lamb. Like, that shit. I know
Right?
you don't even
Exactly.
believe that, girl. I know you don't
Oh,
even
let me
believe
put
that, girl.
myself in the way so that way no one else gets, targeted. What?
Aquí
What?
en Banganyal.
Stop
Aquí
it.
en Banganyal. I saw the artsy nurse said once when someone was doxing, there was a group of us yelling stop. One person was supportive, and it was their comment that was clipped and spread on Twitter and said the entire chat was like that. Girl, we've seen that so many times. So many times. Oh my God. Or they'll take your comment from a different part of the chat, right? And they're like, oh, look who was in that chat when such and such happened. And when that happened, you may not have even been in there. And that's why there was a certain time where a video was made and some comments I made was clipped and made into a video. And I was like, but when your name was mentioned, I wasn't in that chat. So you should have screen recorded that part when that part was, said, and see if Cyndi, and still that's still scummy to do because I'm allowed my
It
opinion.
is. It
But you
is.
know what I mean? But that's
Right.
also deceiving as well. You know what I mean? You showed my comments from another part of the video and it looked like if I was in a bashing session against you and I wasn't. So that happens a lot as well. And this is why I'm saying that there has to be zero tolerance for certain things because
Right.
if we allow it, to certain degrees, it just snowballs out of control every single time. So there's certain things that we know are inherently dangerous and wrong. Doxing is
Right.
wrong and it's dangerous on so many levels because even if the person releasing it won't do something with that information, we know that there are others that will. People have been harmed by stalkers online that take things too far for whatever reason, right? Your favorite, like I said this last time too, people are not well. People, especially after the pandemic, people are isolated. They're in their house. They've lost their social skills. Some people were already socially awkward and now they've lost their little bit of social skills. So now they want to feel connected to somebody. So they watch this person. Even me, I'm not even a big creator, right? But some people watch me all the time and they feel like, oh, I know her. So let's say I'm a big subscribe. I mean, I'm a big YouTuber, right? Like I have like 100,000 subscribers. Somebody that wants to please me, right? I dox somebody, and they may want to gain my favor, and they're not well. So they go and they do something in my name, thinking that it will gain my favor. These things do happen. And this is the responsibility you have when you come here and when you make yourself a content creator. You have a freaking moral and ethical obligation to do no harm to anybody.
Yeah.
Doxing is
And
harmful.
I don't mean, Layla, I don't mean that any of us would be policing anybody. I don't agree with that
No.
at all. I wholeheartedly
Yeah.
think anybody should go where they want.
Yes.
However, it will bring to light who's into the messy. And if that's on them and they're okay with that, then they be okay with it. There's nothing we can do about that. But at least some of us will say, no, I'm not going to put up with this. Just quietly leave, X out of the chat, don't support them
Yeah.
anymore. And that be that, and
Yep.
not go in to see who else is supporting, because who cares, really? I mean,
Yeah.
who cares? Go
Yeah.
support
I
who you
agree.
want to support. There's one content creator that's now deplatformed that was admitting that he was doing all of this stuff because it brought in the views. So he was
Yep.
hurting other people because he was getting the views.
Yep.
And when he would try to do other content, he wouldn't get the views. So, it's just a matter of, and these things can be done, and drama still happens. It's gonna happen. And, if
True.
somebody wants to get on their panel and call someone out for bad behavior, that's another content creator, then, hey, that's the pettiness and the drama to watch, but not the dark stuff. When it gets
Exactly.
dangerous and real life and jobs being called and what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
It's no.
And I think that it's important. Some people say, um, right, we have a lot of justifications for and excuses for our shitty behavior. Because I know when I've done some shit, my first thought was make an excuse for it, but then I've just apologized. Sorry, my bad. I fucked up. That's it, And
Yeah.
it seems like some people will have justifications like, no, I'm just calling them out on their bullshit. No, there's certain things you should never tell about someone. There's certain things you should never tell someone else's story. First of all, like, because we're on YouTube or whatever, right? It doesn't mean that we have to have every aspect of our lives shared, even if we choose not to share it. You know, I have a record. It doesn't mean that someone has the right to plaster my mugshot all over YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
and these are the things that we would hope people would know and wouldn't do, but we've allowed it. And not only have we allowed it, we've encouraged it. And so
Yep.
it's happened
Yep.
so much online. And that is personal. That makes it very, very personal. It does. When you come for somebody for something that's in their family life, in their personal life that they've never shared, that's a boundary that I would never cross with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna come here and tell your story, something that you haven't told. I'm not gonna
Right.
use any of your trauma against you. I'm not gonna use any of your past struggles against you. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want that shit done to me. And
Yeah.
I just think that the main point is really the most fundamental, basic fucking principle. Do unto others as you would want done to you. And it sounds so basic, right? And like, come on, Cyndi, but it's so true. If you thought about that more, put yourselves in the place of the person that you're coming at. How would you feel if it was done to you? You may think about it a little more before you come and say something or before you do something. And we don't do that a lot. We don't. We're just, so angry, so frustrated. And it feels good in the moment to come and blast somebody and get that anger out. But then you're not
Yeah.
thinking about the consequences. And we have to think about the consequences. There are always consequences. There's freedom of speech, but there's not freedom of consequences.
Yeah, and there's a mob, obviously, for people that don't like someone. There'll be a whole mob coming at that person, so with bad behavior. So why don't we
Right.
do a mob of people that are actually trying to do good and not put up with it?
Exactly. Exactly. Can't we all become a group of people that want positivity? We want fun back, right? We want to be
Mm-hmm.
shady and talk crap and all of that, but in a light way that doesn't harm people, that doesn't send people, that doesn't ostracize people, that doesn't have people running from the internet because they've been targeted and singled out. No, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to do that. I don't ever want to make somebody feel like that. I think we need to bring the fun back where we can have fun and not just be just so nasty. It's really gotten dark. What JJ's saying is so true. It's gotten so bad. It's gotten so
Mm-hmm.
bad, man, that it just makes me sad. And it's not in one community, bro. It's everywhere across
It
YouTube. I'm
is.
just seeing it. Like the same people are being talked about. Like people will watch the same person day in and day out and dissect every single thing they do. Every single thing they do, every time they go live, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna dissect every word they've said. And this is why I'm saying, like, it makes me so afraid that I said I had BoxyCharm for 6 years, and I'm so afraid because I know this happens. Somebody will be like, oh, Selfie's a liar. They'll put me on Twitter. She's a liar. She said, and I, Googled it, or I looked up how long BoxyCharm has been in business, and they've only been in business such and such years. So explain this, Selfie. How have you had BoxyCharm for 6 years? Like, I
Uh-huh.
fucking
Yeah.
misspoke. Like, and that happens so often, but we're just so fucking petty, so petty
Mm-hmm.
that we just come at people. It's too much. It's too much for me. It's just too much. I can't deal with it anymore. And I didn't come here
Yeah.
for that. I came here for an outlet when I needed an outlet. I wanted to have fun. I liked being able to talk to people and feel connected to people again when we became disconnected out here. But this is not enjoyable to me. It's not. It's not. It's really
Some
not, man.
some creators, they're able to do commentary, and I love their channels because they do commentary, but it's
Yes.
not so nasty and gross where they need to add in other things that they know about a person, or that they need to expose, oh, wait till the end, wait till I show you guys this, they were once married to so and so, and it's too, I mean, really, why does anybody care? We
Yeah.
all have lives, nobody's perfect. Why? You're just looking for dirt, and it's like
It's
terrible
true.
behavior. I'm not
It's
going to
true.
support that shit. I'm just not.
Exactly. Exactly, Sunshinery. They can be petty about BoxyCharm, but not say a word when their friends are doxing people.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, Megs, what the hell? Or wait till we show you their butt cheeks or something. I can't. Yeah, I can't
Oh
with y'all. I
no.
swear to God. I can't with y'all. I got too much. I can't. Jenny Lee, you're right. Cyndi, we are going to make sure to bring positive vibes and fun to our channels. I refuse to put drama on my channel. I agree. And it's
Yeah.
okay. Like, I like I'm goofy. I'm a goofy ass chick. I am. I'm goofy. I could be fucking corny as hell. But this is who I am. Like, this is me all day. I make up words. I catch myself singing. Like, this is who I am. So when I
Yeah.
come here and I do this stupid, goofy shit, this is just who I am. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna change who I am. I can't. I
Right.
can't. This is who I am. Like, fuck,
And
I
we
can't.
can
You know what I
still
mean?
get up on the channel and, talk our crap about another channel that is pulling some bullshit or something. I mean, that's no big
Yep.
deal. That's the kind of drama that's like, okay, it might as well be a novella or something, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. It's true.
and that's
It's true.
okay, but it's the stuff that's putting people in danger that is, and the thought of someone being so creepy that they're trying to look you up, pull reports, use it as in a negative somehow, wait till the
As a
right
gotcha.
moment to drop
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, man? It makes them look really bad. It
It
does,
does.
the person doing
It
the
is.
doxing, but they're still getting that support by views and super chats. And I mean, we gotta stop doing that. We got to. I know everybody wouldn't be in favor of that, but I just think it's really the only way to have a movement that is actually moving in the direction of not putting up with it any longer.
Yep, you're right. Megs, I'm gonna kick your ass. she said, she said, oh, did you hear them fart on camera? Let's all put it on replay for the rest of the stream.
Yeah.
Constantly hears fart sounds when they're talking.
Yep. Over and over again. That would totally be a thing.
I can't. Well, she said, Layla said, what the F is oat flavored oat milk? Ew, why is it oat flavored? If it's oat milk, it should have oats in it. I don't fucking know.
Good.
She said my sister just texted me and asked for oat flavored oat milk. I don't know.
Good. I like
Corny.
it tastes like
I'm gonna kick your
oatmeal.
asses. Thank you, Teresa. I can't change. I'm too old to change. I know who did that. Allegedly, I want to know who did that too. What the hell? I didn't do that. Oh, Jenny Lee reading to the baby for bed, but listening. Thank you. Yeah, we're about to get off. We've been here long enough. I don't know. People already hate me. People can't stand my ass. They're like, oh my
Why
God,
not?
that bitch is so pretentious. I fucking hate her. Like, fuck you
For
too.
the dumbest damn reasons. It makes no sense. It's
I'm
crazy.
telling you.
Oh, hi, Mimi. I haven't seen Mimi in a
Hey,
bit.
sweetie
Good to see you.
pie. Hi, just Mimi, my sweetie pie. How are
Oh,
you? But
people
yeah,
love that.
it's God, they fucking God, hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, wait,
Right?
before we
Make fun
go.
of everything.
Yeah, so I Tuesday, right? We're gonna do a get ready with me because I just love them. I enjoy them. So I've been watching Sunshinery had put in her community tab this makeup channel that like shows different makeup, a bunch of people doing their eye makeup. And I did see graphic whatever. I did see graphic liner, of course. I had my pack of the little lipsticks here so I could make graphic liner, but whatever. I don't have them anymore. So I'm gonna use this. Um this is the Chaotic Cosmetics. It's the Hydra. It has the pink and the red. So what I thought I'd do is I do a
Oh,
pink and a red eye, like with eyeshadow, and then do the Hydra, the graphic liner, pink and red. So
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that'll
try
be
to
nice.
execute that on Tuesday, so you guys could see another epic fail. I'll try to do that on Tuesday and see how it comes out. But so that's what we'll do on Tuesday. I swear to God. Anyway, let me chill because I'm about to spaz out right now. But so I hope that you guys just got the main message. We're not here trying to make anybody choose. We would never tell
No.
you who to watch, who not to watch. I just think that we can only be responsible for ourselves, and we have to just be more conscious of what we tolerate and what we allow, because that just keeps it going to get worse and worse on this platform. And most of us are moms or parents, and think about it, your kids, your grandkids, this is a platform they're going to come and use, like us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want my sons to be on a platform that's so dark that they're in danger and all of that. I worry about that a lot. So that's what I think
And
about. I think about the future generations. What did you get, mama?
oh, I was just gonna say, I know that people will be like, these bitches, they're hypocritical. They do this, they
Of
do that.
course,
No, no,
they've
no,
done such and
no,
such.
no, no,
Yep.
no, no.
Yep.
Me and Cyndi have actually been in this spot. Cyndi was cool with somebody that I was totally not cool with at all. This person was horrible to me, said a bunch of things, but I would never tell Cyndi who to talk to or not talk to as my friend. She'll hear, I can't stand that mother effer, but
Yeah.
it don't matter. I'm not ever going to
True.
tell her, because her view of someone and experience might be different than mine. And I have no business telling someone who to talk to and who not to talk to. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you are someone who doesn't like seeing it and really wants to make a difference in the dark stuff not happening any longer and not being tolerated, I think that's a way. I think it's the only way, to be honest, because YouTube's not going to do anything about it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah, and I'm glad too, happy to be grandma. And thank you, Charlotte, for giving us the shout outs. I appreciate that so much. And I'm glad that you
Yeah.
guys have found us too. So thank you, Charlotte on the web. I appreciate that so much. And there was something that I saw on Twitter that somebody had put in. I said, Tupac had said, even if you were my friend and you're no longer my friend, it doesn't mean that you've become my enemy. I still
Yes.
want to see you eat, just not at my table. And I think that's all I want. Even if we were cool, we're not cool anymore. I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't. I want them to
Right.
succeed. I want them to do well. And I genuinely mean that. It just because we don't talk or we don't, chill doesn't mean that you've become my enemy. And to some people that's exactly what that means, but that'll never be me. That'll never be me. So, like I said, I could be an asshole sometimes, but I try to lead with kindness. And that's all I can do is be responsible for me. I can't change others. I can't make others change, but hopefully that some of my, of who I am would rub off on people that I'm around, and that kind of energy, you feed that kind of energy off, and that's all we can do is be the change we
Yeah.
want to see, you know?
Well, and
So,
I love your goofiness. That's my favorite part about you and why we get along
thank
so
you.
good because you, no matter what's going on, you're always like laughing or, you just get,
Right.
it's funny. You do make fun of yourself. You don't take
Mm-hmm.
anything real serious. I try not
Nope.
to too. There's only a few things that I'm serious with in life,
Yeah.
and YouTube and what the people on YouTube think of me is not one of
Yes.
them. I can only be
True.
myself, and I may
True.
not be everybody's cup of tea. I can
Yep.
come
Me
off
either.
strong sometime. I'm very passionate about
Yes,
most
you are.
everything, that I'm
You are.
talking about. So it can come off
Mm-hmm.
definitely wrong, but I think, there can be a difference made if we just all agreed and
Yeah,
thought that
I agree.
the going real life and stuff, it needs to stop. It really
It
does.
does, guys. It does. And it can begin and end with us. It begins and
Hmm.
ends with us individually and collectively. That's all we can do, right? So,
Yeah.
what the hell? Bro, get the
Ew,
fuck
what
out of
is
here with this.
that?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that, bro.
Maj, she's being attacked.
Of course, they have to come in, right? Of course they have to come in with the
Disgusting.
anti-Semitic bullshit. You guys are
Hmm.
disgusting. And whoever has the time to do that, these are the things we're talking about. These are the things we're talking about. My little old channel, right? You gotta come and do some bullshit. You guys are corny. Corny as fuck, and not in a good way. You guys are corny and despicable. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna end before I have to like spaz out. You fucking corny ass, bro.
Yeah. I
Corny
don't even want to
ass.
see that name typed out. What the hell? Who thinks of that? Somebody really sick.
The hell are they even? What the? Just stupid. Just stupid. Anyway, okay. Yeah, they need to be reported. They need to be reported because that's fucking
Yeah.
disgusting. And I'm not okay with that. Okay, what just came in my chat? That shit was blocked. That I have nothing to do with us. That has nothing to do with us because people. I'm telling you, bro. Anyway, okay, guys, I'm gonna end it because that's already, they're probably gonna do that shit again. Thank you all for being here. People want
Yeah.
to throw wrenches in our shit every fucking stream now. Whatever, it is what it is. Um, Again, thank you guys for being here. Listen, don't let that mess up your vibe, right? Haters
Yep.
gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. They gonna try to
Exactly.
mess up the flow. That's what that shows. People are miserable and they're unhappy with themselves. And you know what? I'm gonna pray for him, for them, whoever they are. Okay. Love you guys. I will see you guys on Tuesday, 6:30. Okay. We're gonna do some makeup. We're
Yay.
gonna talk some crap, and we're gonna have some fun. Thank you
That's right.
all for being here tonight. JJ, I love you, manita. I've
I
missed
love
you.
you
I'm glad to see you
more.
here. And
I
thank you
miss you
guys. Te
too.
quiero, te adoro, all that good stuff. Hasta luego. Te veo el martes, Tuesday. Okay. Love you
Yep.
guys.
Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. If I could turn this